And new from the CDC, more than 70% of Americans can ditch their masks indoors. That does not change the requirement to wear masks on public transportation.
The CDC releasing new guidance just hours ago. The agency does recommend kids still mask up in places with high risk of COVID-19. Now, the new measures focus less on positive test results and more on hospital capacity. New metrics from the CDC show about 28% of Americans live in a county where masks are needed indoors. This is a map from the agency, and you can see Indiana mostly in yellow right now, the medium level for spread with 50 counties. 19 are in green, the lowest level, and 23 are in orange, the highest level. News 8's Adam Pinsker. Getting reaction from a local business who, for now, Adam, will be keeping its mask mandate in place.
Yeah, that's right, Phil. We walked up and down Massachusetts Avenue today in Indianapolis, and I didn't see a single storefront or restaurant that had a sign requiring masks. So we did go down to Fountain Square. We found a couple of them down there. If the smell of fresh roasted coffee lures you into Calvin Fletcher's Coffee Company, be sure to bring your mask. The Virginia Avenue business among a handful to require masks for customers and staff. The relaxation of mask guidance by the CDC isn't changing that anytime soon.
We have a pretty good community of employees and we value each other's opinions. I think it's something that we would talk about with our comfort levels first.
Maya Wilson says the mask mandate has been in place at Calvin Fletcher's for most of the pandemic. Next door at Amelia's Bakery, masking signs were still up Friday afternoon. An employee there told us his boss still hasn't made a decision about whether to go along with the new CDC guidelines. As we previously reported, the CDC's new COVID-19 community level metrics are based on 3 pieces of data in the community: COVID-19 hospitalizations, hospital capacity, and new COVID-19 cases.
We want to give people a break from things like mask wearing when our levels are low, and then have the ability to reach for them again should things get worse in the future.
The CDC lists Marion County's community levels as medium, meaning if you're at high risk for illness, you should talk to your doctor about whether you need to wear a mask.
I don't see us necessarily trusting the CDC to make the best decision.
Wilson wants to see cases in Marion County drop just a little bit more before she sheds her mask. She's hoping Calvin Fletcher customers will keep their masks on, whether or not her employer keeps the mandate.
When you're coming into a restaurant or a business, especially if you're getting something to go, I think it's pretty considerate just for the employees that work there and for the people around you, keeping them safe.
And under these guidelines, the CDC only recommends masking in public schools if that community level is at high. You still must wear a mask on airplanes and at airports. The government will review that mandate in the middle of March. Also, masks are no longer recommended at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, regardless of vaccination status. So you will not have to bring one if you're heading to the Pacers-Celtics game this Sunday. Adam Pinsker, Wish TV, WishTV.com, and follow us on Facebook.